What's up, guys? Happy Wednesday evening. My name is Eli, that idiot in the White Sox hat to my left, your right. His name is Ghostfish, paranormal base Jerry himself. This is Smack Talk with Eli and Jerry, presented by Sleeper Picks and GoldBoys.com. What's up, man? And he's muted every time, dude.
On purpose. You
Every
guys are doing this to me on
you're back.
purpose.
You're back. You're back. You're back. You're back.
There's no fucking way this no, it's on purpose. It is so obvious that it's on purpose and you guys act surprised every fucking time. I think it's on purpose. It's a reaction to get a reaction out of me and make me upset.
Get up, skinny. 41 people in here should have. Yeah, dude. Hey, just hit the like button on your way in. I can't tell you guys how much improvement that I mean, I don't have the numbers to back this up, but since I've been like annoying about asking for likes on the stream and on Twitter, the correlation between that and our number of live viewers, like, it's crazy. It helps us out so much. You guys are here anyway. Just if you're watching us on landscape mode, just go like this, and I think the like button is like right there. It costs you $0. Helps us out a lot. So yeah, Jerry the mute whisperer Dixon. I heard y'all were giving out a free month of membership in the Discord live on the show today to one of us. Yeah, Dixon, I do appreciate you being here. Like ever, you've been here, you've been in the chat last few shows. I do appreciate that. That's way over my head, bub. That's way over my head. I wish I could just give out a bunch of free stuff. I'm just a guy in my basement with too much time on his hands and talks to a robot a lot.
You look
Go to
very
Jerry's
skinny.
barber for a beard trim.
You
Yeah.
look Did you lose weight? You look very, very skinny.
I don't think I have lost weight. I took a shower today, which is kind of weird.
Did I curse in the first 10 minutes? I forgot.
Maybe, but you were probably muted. So it doesn't matter. Hey guys, I'll be honest with you. My dad's here. And before the show, my old neighbor brought me over pretty nice bourbon yesterday or the day before, and I showed it to my dad. He's like, "Oh, let's just try it." So I've been drinking bourbon for a little bit. And this is 127 proof, 127 proof bourbon. It's almost gone. This could be an interesting show. If I'm being completely upfront, balls out on the table, this could be an interesting show for us. I don't really know what's
You
going to
weigh
happen.
like 50 pounds. That little shot right there is probably going to put you on your ass.
Anyway, we got some basketball games tonight. Do you want to talk at all about the Super Bowl? Talk with Shander a little bit about the Super Bowl on the 11 o'clock show this morning. You guys should check that out next Wednesday if you haven't already. But
We have like 7 shows to talk about the Super Bowl.
that's true. We can just move on. I will say that just real quick, McCaffrey for 2 touchdowns and Kelsey for two touchdowns, like plus 2,700. And I think I might be in on that. Did you eat before the bourbon? I haven't eaten all day, to be honest with you, Dixon. I don't. Oh, I got this bag of mini fudge stripes I've been eating. And I had some sausage and some eggs this morning for breakfast. Balls out of the table. Katie Matt's class in Brooklyn. We will get there. Eli is on 1. Maybe I'm on 2. On 2. So what's up, guys? Please hit the like button. Obviously, at least some of you are enjoying the show so far, and we haven't even talked about anything. So hit the like button. We are presented by Sleeper Picks. Download the app. Use code DJ and Eli or Parlay J or code GoldBoys. I don't actually think we confirmed that Jerry gets any benefit from using code Parlay J. But if you like Jerry more than me, please feel free, and maybe we'll just figure out that they owe him a lot of money here in a month or two, whenever Jerry finally sends them an email and says, "Hey, do you owe me any money?" You get a $500 deposit match right now, so they basically just give you $500. We're not supposed to say free, so I won't say it's free, but $500 extra dollars to play with if you deposit 500. Goldboys.com. Sign up for the best and most fun Discord, I think, potentially in existence. Golf chat has been a whole lot of fun the last couple weeks. Me and Pterodactyl just been carrying it on our backs. I think we're gonna have a 4 dudes 2 balls collaboration to get out tomorrow too. So you want to talk about basketball?
I'm waiting for you to shut the fuck up. You just keep going.
Hey, listen.
It's been like 10 minutes. You
I
haven't
watch
shut
a
up?
lot of YouTube. I watch a lot of gambling shows. I watch a lot of golf shows. All their ad reads are lame as hell, and they're like 3 minutes long. I just gave you both of them in like 45 seconds, and I feel like you could have just like tuned out, or it was kind of comical how dumb it sounded anyway. So You're welcome, I guess, is my answer to that. Anyway, the Bulls and the Hornets are playing each other. Do you have any bets in this game?
I forgot to send my fucking tickets to James, man. I'm off to a bad start. And I was here early today, and
You were here before me. Literally, I don't know if that's ever happened in the history of this show.
irregardless.
Site credits, NJC. I said I'm not supposed to say free, so I won't. And irregardless is not the word you were looking for in this scenario. Dude is bourbon rambling. I feel like I'm not. I really feel like I'm not bourbon. I'm actually not that drunk. I'm actually not drunk at all.
Did you see the bet I had the other day involving a Mr. Josh Hart and a Mr. Brandon Miller?
I don't follow you on Twitter. I don't know how many times I have to tell you.
I can literally debunk that right now. You know that, right? Anyways, I took a shot on Brandon Miller because it's one of those things where you kind of got to ignore the trends and the stats and just got to go with what you think might happen. You know what I mean? I feel like at some point they're going to want to see what Brandon Miller can do as a distributor, especially with no Terry Rozier on this team. They need another facilitator next to LaMelo Ball. Obviously, Miles Bridges, we know he can pass pretty well. And they didn't do that. He only had 5 potential assists. I had a crazy parlay going and missed by Brandon Miller. I had him for 6 assists. He got 3. But I still think at some point maybe they give it a shot. I mean, this is the matchup for it, right? I took his double-double. I took his double-double that game too, and it was plus 2,600. You know what the odds are today?
No idea.
Plus 950.
Okay.
So I'm gonna run back 8 rebounds and 6 assists. I took it on points bet, and I took it at plus 4,000. So if FanDuel or the books think that he's a lot more capable of getting a double-double now, made him a little nervous. Give me, not even really flirting with a triple-double, but give me, 8 rebounds and 6 assists at pretty crazy odds. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's a good matchup for it. It's tough to figure out because the Hornets right now looks like they're going to be playing positionless basketball, especially with LaMelo out. Anybody on that team could pass. They could be a ball handler. But I'm just taking a shot because Brandon Miller can pass. We saw it in college, right? We know he can do a little bit of everything.
He was probably the bourbon. You know what I mean? My dad he's probably the bourbon.
I'd love to.
Yeah, somebody said finish the bottle.
What's up, Jerry?
What's up?
How you doing, buddy?
We finally get to meet.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that I stood you guys up. Was it Yankee Stadium?
That's all right, man. I won't hold it against you.
And the bar after that, by the way, twice.
I know. I'm gonna make a trip out there this summer. I promise.
No, you're not.
I will.
You have a free bedroom at our house, man. Anytime.
I could have Eli's.
Huh?
I could have Eli's.
Now, Eli don't have a bedroom at our house anymore. Just Emma.
She don't live there either. All right. Hey, thanks. Somebody said to finish this bottle, so I don't think we're gonna do that, but here we are. Dixon says hi as well in the chat, Dad. Hello. He says hello like an idiot.
Your father's such like a manly man, good-looking man, and what happened to you?
I think he asked himself that a lot. And something happened with my camera, but my sister's marrying this like kind of like stereotypical like country boy, and I was like, you know what? Good for her, also good for my dad. I feel like that's who he saw me growing up as, and not really who I am. But anyway, you're betting on that one guy. I'm betting on Nikola Vuce, whatever his name is. I bet on Vuce points. I said I couldn't say his name.
You can't say Vucevic?
That's what I said. Vuce points. I feel like we're getting a buy low spot here. The Hornets have been like kind of the main target for bigs all season. I'm gonna run that back. I took his over 16.5, and I took his 20 plus. And I feel like it might be kind of easy cruising first half kind of situation. We just cashed 20 points.
I'm pretty sure when I was looking into that, I think he had 20 plus in two out of the 3 matchups this season versus him.
Last 3 games, I believe.
All 3?
If StatMuse didn't lie to me this time, it's the last 3 games against him.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's definitely something I was looking at, but I got, and me, I get infatuated with one angle of a game, and now I got to ride with it. So, also Brandon Miller, for the record, his rebounds have been spiking a little bit lately. It's 7 or more rebounds in 4 of the last 7 games. Mind you, he's one of those guys that's gonna be a pain in the ass this year, right? He's gonna have games where he has 1 or 2 rebounds, and he's going to have games where he has 7 to 9. You know what I mean? It's going to be no in between. But 4 to last 7 with 7+ rebounds. I mean, that's you're getting good plus money for his 8 rebounds regardless.
Did I do something to my camera, Jimbo? I feel like nothing happened, but I'm not properly situated. I'm gonna try to fix it, but I think we're back, right? I'm good. All right. Pistons and the Cavaliers. I don't care a bit about this game, even 1%.
Okay.
Do you?
Definitely blow up potential. I don't blame you. What I really think is probably going to happen, the Cavaliers immediately win the tip, and Max Strus immediately fires a 3-pointer, right? So I do have a crazy round robin going with the first baskets. We'll get to that at the end. But Max Strus 4 threes is plus 260, I think, or it was plus 250. I have that in another parlay going. Last 2 matchups versus the Pistons, for his standards, he went off 18 and 22 points and hit 4 threes in both games. And you're giving me plus 240, 260 range for that 4 threes. I mean, that's solid to me. But I would like to see Strus, who's been getting a lot of first baskets for the Cavs this year. He has, I think, the second highest percentage of first baskets for them. So right out of the gate, Strus 3-pointer plus 1100. I think that's solid.
Did you see where they the Heat don't play tonight, right? Did they? I don't even know, to be honest with you.
They do.
They do play. Do you see where Spoelstra came out and said that he's expecting Tyler Hero to have an 8 or 9 3-pointers made game soon, because he's transitioning into a
Shooting guard,
spot up catch and shoot type role on that team with the addition of that one guy.
Yeah, I had high hopes for Hero to be like really take over that point guard role, right? But now Terry's there, so that's kind of out of the mix. So now he has to be like that pure shooting guard for that team. He's a pain in the ass to bet on, but I think I'd say he's come through more than not for me. So we'll see.
All right, I might just bet like 8 threes if they'll let me. You know, whatever they'll let me. Clippers, Wizards. What's that?
You usually could get 6 for him on like points bet or now your new home of Bet365.
Bet365 live in Indiana. DJanalytics.com/Bet365. Sign up. If you do it today, I still get the referral money on the check for this month, which will hit before my trip to Germany. So that'd be sick. You know, if you're here and you live in Indiana, might as well just sign up. DJanalytics.com/Bet365. Clippers and the Wizards. I don't care about this game at all either. What do you think?
I'm sorry, what game are we on?
The Clippers and the Wizards. The Clippers from LA, Wizards from Washington. Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, they play for the Clippers. Kyle Kuzma, Tyus Jones, Jordan Poole, they play for the Wizards.
So going back to this stupid, idiotic bet that I did with first basket exact method.
Sure.
I had a vision. I actually placed this one while I was.
Is it a premonition? I need you to confirm or deny immediately. Because the premonitions baseball season went wild.
I was taking a shit, man. I don't know.
Okay, so no premonition status. Okay.
I was taking a shit. I went to the bathroom, right, to like trim up my beard. Didn't have my phone in my hand, and then I had to drop a deuce, right? So now I have no phone in the bathroom. So there's nothing to do, and it's the worst feeling, right? When you're pooping with no phone in your hand, it's the worst. And then I just had this vision of Kyle Kuzma getting fouled to start the game, and exact method free throw at plus 10,000.
Imagine it's an and one.
I would be sick. And I thought about that too.
It's an and one. I'm gonna lose my mind. Can you bet and one anywhere for plus 40,000?
And it'll be like an acrobatic, like has like a 1% chance of going in.
He spins it side. He spins the basketball. It hits the top corner of the backboard and spins in.
And it bounces a little bit and then falls in. Yeah.
There's no way that's not what's happening, dude. There's just no way that's not what's gonna happen.
Anyways, you know, these free throws, first basket methods are crazy odds. They don't happen too often. But plus 10,000, foul that man. Please foul that man.
Paul George is out. Westbrook triple dub. I feel like Paul George is always out because he's a coward.
I swear, we went over this on the show before. If Paul George was outside his house and had engine trouble, this man wouldn't even answer the door.
I would help him.
No, you said you wouldn't.
No, I said I would, but I wouldn't be happy about it because I'm just wired to help people when they need it, and I can do it.
Okay. Well, I could have sworn you said something else. Anyways, Indiana just hates this guy, right? For like forever.
You know, I thought that, but then I tweeted it, and I had some Pacers fans in my replies saying, "Yeah, I'm okay to forgive him and bring him back." I'm not okay to forgive him. Also, I don't think it would work. So I'm out on Paul George coming to the Indiana Pacers, and I'm out on Paul George. I don't know, being a guy that I can enjoy watching play basketball. I might watch this game since he's out.
Okay. Well, other than that, I don't have a bet in this game, but I think that hopefully if Kyle Kuzma gets the first basket on a free throw, I'm telling you right now, I'm going to be taking laxatives every day and not bringing my phone into the bathroom.
What if he gets it on an one?
If he gets it on N1, no, that would make me sick. I'd probably end up pooping again.
If he gets it on an and one, and I can't bet that anywhere, because if I could bet it, Chad, let me know. Can you bet Kyle Kuzma to get an and one?
No.
For the first 3 points scored of the basketball game to be Kyle Kuzma field goal and Kyle Kuzma free throw. Because if I can do that anywhere, I'm doing it immediately. And when that happens tonight and I can't bet on it, I'm going to be very annoyed. So let's move on to the Sacramento Kings and the Miami Heat. I don't have a bet in this game yet. I feel like just guys, if you haven't seen this on Twitter, Spoelstra came out and said basically Tyler Hero is transitioning into more of a catch and shoot spot up type role in this offense, and I kind of believe him. With the Rozier addition. I don't know what his 3-point lines is. I'm gonna use
horrendous.
my new. What is it? I'm gonna use my new bot that I built in Discord and check here. But I
5
might
is
be in
plus
for some Tyler
210.
Hero threes.
5 is plus 210.
5 is plus 210. That is actually disgusting. I just vomited a little bit in my mouth. So I'm gonna pass on the Tyler Hero threes. Maybe Fanatics. I never think about Pacers fans missing Paul George. I don't miss him at all. And then I look at, hey, you got Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, both are at worst top 15 players, right? Potentially in a lot of people's top 10s, maybe. And they haven't done anything because they played like 40 games total together in their 3 whatever years there, because they're anyway. I'll shut up. I don't miss Paul George at all. I don't want him to be a Pacer. Maybe Fanatics. Oh, Fanatics for that thing. I don't think I have Fanatics in Indiana, but I do have PointsBet, and I don't think it's there. I'd also have Bet365 as of this week. DJanalytics.com/Bet365. Sign up. Anyway, do you have a bet for the Kings and Heat game?
I thought about taking a shot on Haywood Highsmith for 2 threes, but there's no book offering his 2 threes line. It's going to be plus money. Other than that, my usual first thought is to take the opposing shooting guard versus the Heat, right?
Mhm.
First, opposing shooting guards versus the Heat. It's been a great bet for literally like three straight seasons. It's been a really good bet, right? Not a whole lot has changed. But then I thought to myself, it is Kevin Huerter shooting threes, and that's a guy that he hasn't won me a lot of money in my life, and the thought of Kevin Huerter hurting me made me not want to bet it. Did you get that? Was that funny?
I've been watching my Discord bot trying to figure out if there's a Haywood Highsmith 2 threes, and nope, there's not, because I did 2, and right now you have to do over 1.5. Wait, let me try 1.5. I'm gonna break the internet with this bot here soon. Let's see. Nah, it's still mad at me.
Okay.
It's not really there. I didn't hear what you said. I don't really care. So let's just move on. What game is next? The Pelicans and the Houston Rockets. Hey, Jalen Green's looks like he's gonna, start playing some basketball soon. I'm not gonna bet on him personally, because every time I do, he scores like 12 points, and I get really mad at him. Jabari Smith Jr. These guys are looking at playing a lot more unselfish basketball, just from what I have seen. But I am going to, I think, pass in this game unless you are really convincing and have something I should bet on in this Pelicans and Rockets game, because I know you're going to ask again because you forgot already.
Already bet on this game.
Okay, what is it?
I have a 5-leg parlay going in today. All right.
Should be easy.
It is plus 24,000.
Sounds really easy. Sounds like free money.
It starts off with Brandon Miller, 6 rebounds and 4 assists. Something he's done in 2 out of 3 matchups versus the Bulls, and gets a larger role tonight, right?
Sure.
Max Strus, 4 threes. Versus the Pistons, hit that the last 2 games, 2 matchups versus them. It is plus 279 with the boost because I put the boost on it, of course. And the fourth leg is actually Jalen Green to hit 4 threes tonight.
I don't hate it, man. I
It is.
don't hate it.
It's
And sorry to cut you off, but I watched they played the Lakers. I watched them destroy your Lakers team the other night because I had D'Angelo Russell points. They look like they're playing a lot more unselfish basketball, which I already said. But and they, I don't know, Jalen Green. I feel like he's almost always open on the 3-point line. I don't know why, but he's kind of always there. They're looking to pass the ball more. I don't hate that look at all. Sorry, continue.
Earl, I have my own Discord. I know I get that question a lot. Jalen Green, 4 threes. I mean, this guy is very frustrating to bet on, but I don't hate him for it. You know, the guy's been inconsistent. It's not his fault that when I bet on him, he usually shits the bed. But I think that's going to change now. I think we're going to get some good value on him, and there's a great matchup for it, right? So the thing that's been a little confusing about this Rockets team is, you know, Jalen gets a good matchup, and you see Fred VanVleet go off. Fred VanVleet has a good matchup, and then we see Jalen go off, especially from 3. But I don't care. I'm not overthinking this one, and that's my fourth leg.
Okay, your fourth leg, not high school.
My fifth leg, I want to vomit, but I put it in anyway. We'll talk about it. Is that the next game?
I don't know what you're referring to as this, but the Dallas Mavericks and the Minnesota Timberwolves is the next game.
Okay, no.
I'm going to pass on the next game entirely. Your full pass?
Yeah.
Okay, if you guys have questions on Mavericks, Timberwolves, let us know. I don't care, and it's been really hard for me to bet on Mavs games this year on both sides. Sounds like Jerry might agree with me. So let's talk about the Orlando Magic taking on Victor Wembanyama, basically, and the Spurs. I guess it's kind of the Spurs, but mostly Victor Wembanyama. I don't have a bet in this game either. I got a lot of golf bets this weekend. Which I can talk about here at the end. So my NBA volume is not crazy tonight, but talk to me about the Magic and the Spurs, Gerald.
I'll tell you, man, this Magic games in general, for both sides, have been a pain in the ass to bet on, right? They're a gritty defensive team. The scores are usually low. I don't know, man. Let's pass that for now. If I come up with something, it probably
trying to get it to load. I had my dad. I made my dad come down here to bring me this bottle of bourbon. It is literally 124.2 proved, aged 11 years and 5 months. This is actually a pretty nice, probably expensive bottle of bourbon. My neighbor just brought to me and gave it to me because he said he had 3 of them. So, we're passing on this game. Cool. Denver Nuggets, Oklahoma City Thunder. I am on Chet Holmgren to score over 16.5 points, which is the same as 17, and then for him to score 20 points. And if you look back in the videos and you're thinking, you know, Eli has given out 3 bets and they all have missed in their last 2 or 3 plus games, I don't give a shit about your hit rates. Hit rates are a myth, and I don't care. Never tell me the hit rates. I need a meme created of Han Solo in Star Wars, Episode 4: A New Hope, saying, "Never tell me the odds. Never tell me the hit rates." Chet Holmgren is going to score 20 points tonight. I feel pretty good about it. And that's what I bet on, over 16.5 and 20 plus for Chet Holmgren.
This was an honorable mention in my first basket exact method parlay because I couldn't bet it because it's still not there, exact method. And I was going to take a shot on Chet to score the first basket 3-pointer. Couldn't do it, which is why it's probably going to hit if they ever do release those odds. I don't know why they're not showing method of first basket. But I've noticed, because I'm kind of stupid as far as technology, when I look up props and shit, it takes me a fucking long time because I go through box scores. And one thing I've noticed over the last month or so is Chet has been shooting a 3-pointer early a lot lately. Okay. That corner 3, you know, it's been coming out. It's been happening a lot, whether he makes it or not. So it's something to look at whenever they release the odds. And he does have a pretty decent matchup for 3s tonight. So
you just give me an idea for a Discord bot. You know what I think I can do? I think I can do like / NBA first 5 possessions and tell you how many times a guy, you know, what the percentages are for a guy shooting in the first Probably like 2 or 3 possessions for first basket, right? I
That's
think I could
pretty
probably
insane.
do that.
See, it's always nice to have a nerd friend because
Probably not tonight. I'll be honest with you, it's probably not gonna happen tonight, but maybe tomorrow.
I'm telling you, this is the benefit of being nice to nerds.
When are you
It's-
nice to me? Please answer me that question.
All right, maybe I'll start. Anyways,
What's
the
your bet on
guy
this game?
that's finishing up this 5-leg parlay is a guy to hit 4 3-pointers tonight. And let me tell you something, Eli. When I placed this bet, I threw up in my mouth and then I swallowed it. James, do you want to put the ticket up? The profit boost 5-legger.
Hey, shout out James, by the way. Jerry didn't send him this before the show. He's been doing this behind the scenes. Thank you to James on the 1s and 2s, obviously our producer. Hit the like button for James, even if you're here and you somehow hate myself and Jerry, because James is working his ass off behind the scenes for you. So hit that like button, please. Thank you.
By
Go
the
ahead,
way,
Jerry.
very few problems with the show ever since James took over as a producer in the background. When Eli was running the show,
It was dog shit.
It was a shit show.
Yeah.
So shout out to James. Anyways,
Although
the last leg.
the same audio issue, early in the show does seem to continue. Which I think that
Okay.
was kind of one of our main issues, but it took me a much longer time to fix it.
I'm starting to believe that is on purpose, by the way. It has nothing to do with any audio issues. Anyways,
If it's still on purpose, I'm not involved with it, and it's hilarious.
Anyways, look at the last leg of this parlay. Don't you feel a little nauseous?
Dude, when I watch the Nuggets play basketball, I just feel like it was kind of a meme last year. Every time I'm sorry, just take over your whole train of thought here. But every time either Brian or Ryan would bet on Kelly Oubre, or something will come up. They stop betting on him like before halfway through the season, and something will come up on Twitter and be like, and they would quote me and be like, "This is a disaster when it happened because this man just keeps shooting. It looks terrible, but he just keeps shooting." So hey, listen, 4 threes, that's a lot of threes. He might have a good night and hit 6 in the first quarter, but he's gonna shoot. He's gonna keep shooting that basketball, to whether it looks like shit or not. So I don't hate it. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, you're 100% right. And this parlay seems so simple in hindsight because obviously Brandon Miller here is the tough cookie to crack, right? I don't know what he's going to do. I don't know if he's actually going to be the facilitator. I think they're going to try to experiment with him and LaMelo still doubtful. I don't know if anything's changed, but I bet this in regards to LaMelo not playing tonight. Max Strus, back-to-back matchups versus the Pistons, 4 threes, had big games for his standards, 18 and 22 points. Jalen Green has a great matchup on paper here for his threes. Doesn't always come through on these good matchups. I'm going to take a shot regardless. And Michael Porter Jr., I probably posted that I want this man arrested more than any other player in the league. It's usually every time I bet on him that I demand his arrest. I usually tag the FBI to put them on notice. I don't know if I'll be doing that tonight.
When I do that, I usually tag Bill Clinton.
I'm more of an Obama guy. I usually try to get to Obama because Bill Clinton, I don't think he could use technology. You got to use someone that's.
Let's strike that from the record as any political affiliation. Neither of us are stating any political stance. We're just talking about, how do we get more eyes on this request on Twitter?
I'm looking for somebody young enough to be able to handle a cell phone because everybody else is an old fuck. So anyways, I tagged them. I tagged the FBI. Now I tried an old person the last time. I tried to tag Nancy Pelosi and I didn't get no response there. So I really don't know who to contact about this. But I hope I'm not contacting anybody tonight.
Oh man, listen, I just wish Bet Rivers didn't limit the shit out of me because they've had the best odds for all lines here for the last few days, and it doesn't matter because they let me bet like $3. Anyway, I just put in a parlay. I still had a bunch of 2 balls, I guess, this week in my bet slip, so it came up with a 10-leg parlay for a lot of odds. I'm gonna try to go one by one here and click delete. So just give me 1 second. This isn't the last game though, so we got some time. Did we have anything to follow up there? Let's talk. Or do you want to talk about the Suns and the Nets?
No, I'm just gonna risk my whole life, my whole sanity tonight by betting on Michael Porter Jr.
Okay. I do feel like you got some wiggle room. I feel like 7-8 times in the last 2 weeks you've been tweeting out a $2,000 winning ticket. So, congrats to you first of all.
By the way, this January has been historic for me, right?
You've been going nuts. I didn't want to bring the J word into play. Hopefully I just didn't. # no jinx for Jerry. But This man is on one of the runs. I won't continue any further, but it's been pretty crazy to watch your Twitter feed on the last 3 weeks. Even though I don't follow you on Twitter, so I got to do this whole alt account thing. Search paranormal_base on Twitter. See what you've been tweeting about. I do that every night and see a $2,000 winning ticket basically. So it's been crazy. So congrats to you.
Thank you. I don't know why it's happened. I'm thankful. I'm humbled, and I hope this is my hope. I hope it's not just a January thing, because Eli, I want to do this forever. You know what I mean? I don't want this to stop. I
Winning
want to hit
$2,000 a night.
not a night, but
I
like
would be in. I would be in if I was you.
every 3 nights if I could win $2,000, that would be awesome. But it could be just a January thing, which is why tonight I have to hit something, because if I got to prepare for the cold, I need some shelter. You know what I mean?
Damn, no follow for your boy. Yeah, no, I don't. You can verify this if you want. I don't follow Jerry on Twitter. But yeah, did you know that next month we get to start saying, I mean tomorrow. I'm sorry, I meant tomorrow. Tomorrow we get to start saying baseball starts next month. On our next show, we will get to say regular season baseball starts next month. That is wild because I feel like I just, I just cashed on my not actual ticket, but my early call for the Rangers to win the World Series like a few days ago.
What do we have? Pitchers and catches in 2 weeks?
Yeah, something like maybe I feel like it's less. Paul, when do pitchers and catchers report? I know you're probably watching. You can text me.
Usually around Valentine's Day.
Yeah, early February. And Blake Snell still doesn't have a baseball team, which is wild. You see Wandy Peralta got signed today, 4 years. Easton, where'd he go? Wandy Peralta signed for a 4-year deal somewhere. It's pretty crazy.
See, Trey Cabbage went to the Astros.
No, I didn't see that. I don't care.
You
see the Tigers signing their guy their kid that doesn't even have. He's never. I think he's still like in double.
That's going to be a thing. You know why that's going to be a thing?
Probably should be. Hey, minor leaguers, they're still making you money.
They're trying to avoid the whole because it's got to be a little discouraging for these guys to like not have any hope to make the open day roster because they want to push them back for 3 weeks and then bring them back and like manipulate their service time. I think this is going to be a big thing going forward, especially if the MLB has been making a lot more money. I think their capital gains were a lot bigger last year with the way that the rule changed and everything like that. The teams have the capital now to start doing this with their young guys, and you're going to keep them happy. You're going to keep them motivated. I think this is the right move.
You know what really pisses me off, and I'm going to try to not go on a rant here. Prior to last season, when they did better financially because of all the things that happened, they were the second largest United States revenue generating sport behind the NFL, obviously, because the NFL is huge. They made more money revenue wise than the NBA did. You think that's crazy? Not as many people watch MLB. There is 62 games of regular season baseball on a local network for every single baseball team. MLB makes a lot of money. Yes, they have more players than the NBA or the NFL does, but they can afford to pay these kids, man. There's too many stories of career minor leaguers making $70,000, $80,000 a year, which might sound like a lot of money to us, but everything that goes into it and the negative impacts to their body, it's not that much money at all. So pay the players, man. It's either the players making money or it's going to the owners' pockets. And I would much rather see it go to the players' pockets than 30 MLB owners. So I'm all in. I don't know if this kid's even going to be good. Colt Keith, thank you, NJC. 6 years, $25 million. Hey, in 2 years, if that kid is good, that looks like a really, really good deal for the Detroit Tigers. And if it doesn't, if he sucks, then it kind of just is what it is. That's like, that's like an Isaiah Kiner Falefa type deal. You know what I mean? So, the downside here is very small for the Tigers. Honestly, if I'm Colt Keith and I think I'm going to be really good at baseball, I probably don't sign that deal. Just to be honest. I guess I've never been offered a $25 million deal, so that's probably false. I probably would sign immediately. But that's not that much money, relatively speaking, to what his potential is what I'll say. But anyway, this is a basketball and golf show. Go ahead. Your thoughts?
Zackerton said that he thought that I was too rich for us now. Let me tell you something, buddy. If I won that $100,000 bet, you don't understand. I wouldn't talk to anybody. I just wouldn't.
Also, if you go to his Twitter and look at his pin tweet, the $50,000 win from however many years ago, several years ago, that was literally the last bet Jerry's won until the NFL playoffs. So it's pretty wild to think about. He went that long without winning a bet at all. And all of a
This
sudden,
man is such a hater because look, listen to me. All right. This is the biggest hater on the planet. This is why he is, because he hasn't won a lotto since baseball season
I
when he
did like
guessed
2 weeks,
four guys to
like
hit a home
like
run
a
that
week or
night.
2 ago. And then like 3 days later after that ticket, I got another 3 guys right. And then like a month later, I got another 3 guys right. And like, a couple weeks after that, I got another 3 guys right. So it's like,
How many have you hit live on the show? Because you
I've
had to
hit
sit there.
minimum one $5 to $8,000 bet given in on this live podcast. I don't think you've done that here. So you know what?
Okay, well, I
Take your White Sox
literally
hat off,
cashed
throw it away, and
live.
put a team on you like.
I cashed a parlay I gave out on Twitter for $2,000, and you had to tell me that my parlay hit while I sat here and talked to you. All right, how about that?
Did that actually happen? That did happen.
Yeah, Paul Goldschmidt.
And you
Paul
didn't
Goldschmidt hit
believe
a home
me.
run.
You didn't believe me. You kind of helped bridge the gap, So I was going crazy home runs, like a 70% ROI or something. Had a little bit of a down spell, and Jerry really helped carry the load there, with one home run lottery ticket on Paul Goldschmidt. Also, find the clips. He didn't believe me. I was like, dude, please, I am begging you to look at your phone and check the MLB home run, whatever, because you just won, $2,000 or whatever it was. And he wouldn't do it. He wouldn't do it. So, who knows? Maybe if there's a chance you never know that you actually won that parlay if you never looked at your phone. So shout out to me.
Okay. Well, I would have found out eventually. First of all, the chat was going crazy saying Goldschmidt home run.
Yeah, and you wouldn't look because you only use one monitor for your computer like a buffoon.
You're right.
I have
You're
4.
right.
1, 2, 3, 4, and I got my phone.
Yeah, it must be nice to be rich.
I'm not rich. I just spend money that I don't have. It's pretty great. If you just decide, hey, I want this, and you just buy it and don't care about the consequences, it's great. My wife gets really mad at me. What game are we talking about? The Suns and the Nets? You want to talk about that one next?
I don't know if I want to
I can tell you what I'm doing if you want to think about it for a second.
Go ahead.
I feel like we have a huge buy low spot for Kevin Durant. I don't like betting on stars in the NBA. I really don't like doing it. Because you're paying for the name in a lot of cases. I talked to Shander about this also on the 11 o'clock today. Said I was kind of on the fence. I think we're getting a huge buy low spot on our revenge narrative for Kevin Durant back in Brooklyn. I think he's gone 5 games consecutive without scoring 30 points. One other time this season, he hasn't scored 30 in the last 4. I think his max is like 20 in the last 4, coming off of 2 40-point games. I don't have a whole lot else to say other than I feel like Kevin Durant could have a bad night tonight and still score 30 points, which is why I took his 24.5 and I took his 30. Aaron Judge 2 threes. I would be in. Where's the line? On the Weed TV. Explains a lot.
I'm just going to go out and say it.
Say it.
I don't care. Like, first of all, Kevin Durant, Damian Lillard will be by far the most popular bets tonight. Do you agree?
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't have a clue. I have no idea.
You have no idea. Kevin Durant's playing a revenge narrative. Damian Lillard's going back to Portland. There's no clue.
That would make sense. Now that you put it that way, that makes sense to me.
This is like the biggest, most easiest double narrative for people.
I've been talking to a robot and writing code that I don't know how to write all day and thinking about golf. And then I just jump in here and talk to you with my bets. You know what I'm saying? So cut me a little slack. Do you know what kind of toll it takes you to talk to a robot for 12 hours a day trying to help you write code and you don't know how to write code?
You probably have sex with robots too, Eli. I wouldn't be surprised. But
James, mute your mic.
Regardless, right? It's going to be the most popular.
Word. Great for you.
I just said it because I didn't want to hear you bring it up, all right? And you did it anyway. Anyways, it's going to be the 2 most popular bets for any casual basketball fan, right? They're going to hear Kevin Durant's back in Brooklyn, Damian Lillard back in Portland, and they're going to go to FanDuel and they're just going to bet the bet that I just put in probably, which is, what is this? What's so funny?
This show is. I'm sorry if you don't watch this show and think like one of the. This show is hilarious. I don't care. I'm gonna watch.
I
I'm
think
gonna
you're
watch the
giggling
replay
because
later
you do have
just
sex
for
with
my own
robots.
entertainment. What'd you say? Wasn't listening.
You do have sex with robots. You look like the type of person that
I've never done it. I've never tried.
builds
But
like
I mean,
a robotic like woman and sleeps with them.
if we don't get demonetized for this video, we need raises immediately. JD and JC, you're watching. This video is getting demonetized 99
Look at this.
out of 100 times. There's no way.
Underweed TV wants to fuck your robot girlfriend.
Listen, that guy's wild. I just met him 30 seconds ago in chat. Never seen him before in chat. I like him. He can stay. Jerry's called.
It's called a flashlight.
Okay, we're getting a little out. We're getting a little out of pocket here. Let's dial it back in.
Yeah, you struck a nerve, Dixon. So, anyways, I'm putting in the parlay that probably everybody and their mother's gonna bet tonight. And
Listen,
you know what?
Wait. We have a sponsorship offer for flashlights. I'm in, Dixon. If you can hook that up, we got one and a half sponsor right now. GoldBoys kind of counts because this is the GoldBoys network. But hey, we need some sponsors, Dixon. If you actually have it in there, I'm down to do an ad read for Fleshlight every single show. That would be hilarious. Anyway, continue with your.
I'd like a new one every week because they start to stink after a while. Anyways,
I honestly wouldn't know.
Okay, I'm betting. Can I fucking finish my bet? This is 10 minutes now trying to get off a simple bet that probably everybody has and no one cares about because they probably already bet it.
I still have to talk about golf. So continue, please.
I'm betting KD and Dame for 30 points parlayed. It's plus 641. The odds are great. I don't care that everybody's on it. I don't care that there's a conspiracy theorist out there that says that, oh, Vegas is going to call Dame and tell him to miss 35 shots tonight. I don't give a shit, okay? I'm betting somewhere. KD and Dame 30 points parlayed. It's plus 641. If I have a rough night, this can save the night potentially because it's such a simple bet and it makes sense. Jesus.
Maybe that's not a boost, but Dame to score 25 and the Bucks to win is plus 150 on DraftKings. I might be in with that. I know I think FanDuel boosts are kind of cursed. This
I understand that.
I don't think DraftKings boosts are cursed. Plus 150 for both of those things to happen. Blazers are really bad. They're worse than the Pistons. I don't care about the win-loss record. Like the Blazers are worse than the Pistons. So you're giving me plus 150 for Dame to score 25 and Bucks to win. I think I'm probably in for that.
By the way, my last leg of my first basket, other method, whatever, was Dame Lillard other at plus 3,000. Okay. Now, the narrative is there. This is the list, right? We got Max Strus right out the gate. Boom. Attempts a three-pointer. Hopefully he makes it. Miles Bridges' dunk is a long shot. It was between this and three-pointer for me. I do think that Nick Richards wins the tip. And Miles Bridges has a knack of catching alley-oops early in the game. So it's a long shot, but I took it anyway. Kyle Kuzma, like I said, I was taking a shit and I had a vision that Kyle Kuzma gets fouled right out of the gate and hits a free throw. So
it's gonna be an N1. There's no way it's not an N1.
If it's an N1, I'm gonna lose it, Eli. You have no idea. Anyways, Bam out of bio. This is as chalk as it gets. It's I wouldn't say most likely. It's a method first basket. It's a long shot to begin with, but it is very probable that Bam wins this tip and Bam gets the ball immediately. And then this is just the narrative, right? The Bucks should win the tip here. Dame Lillard gets the ball. He gets Brook Lopez screen. Steps up, shoots an 18-footer right out of the gate. Bam, plus 3,000. We need 2 of these to hit for some pretty good profit, right? If 3 of these hit, I'll go nuts. If 4 of these hit, once again, you'll never hear from me again. It's going to be one of those kind of hits, but you never know. It's a long shot. It's fun. I also bet this another way just in case it doesn't go my way. I bet it on a round robin by 3 with just the guys that I mentioned because I will be sick to my stomach if 4 out of 5 of these guys hit a first basket and it's not the method that I mentioned. So, I like to have fun with these first baskets. They make it exciting,
Yeah. Dixon, first of all, is going to email his cousin because his cousin works for Fleshlight, and hopefully get us a sponsorship in. So that could be potentially huge for us. So appreciate that. Also, JD, if you're watching, please get Dixon. Just let Dixon in Discord. I feel like I have a friends and family pass available. Let's just use it on Dixon. Because listen,
Eli is powerless in that situation. Let me tell you something. Eli has the least amount of power you can imagine. As far
JD
as,
actually hates me. I don't know if you knew that.
I think he does.
If you private polled everyone at GoldBoys and somehow got in onto what JD answers was, and you asked everybody in GoldBoys who's the most annoying person in GoldBoys, JD's 100% answering Eli. Like, there's no way. Like, I'll send him like 4, 5, 6 texts in a row. And like 2 days later, he'll respond to like one of those 6 texts. Like, there's no way. You know what I mean? So I agree with that. But also, let's get Dixon into the Discord. He wants it in. I feel like I have 2 friends and family passes. I think maybe, I don't know if one of them, I don't know, but I feel like I should maybe get 3. Let's get Dixon involved. I appreciate that.
Eli, do me a
has more
favor.
power than Zordon had over the Power Rangers. Could be. I was going somewhere else with that, but please continue with your thought while I try to figure out where I was going.
Do me a favor. Say his full name.
Dixon Cider.
You nasty, nasty man.
I get it. I actually I did until I'm gonna be honest with you. Until you did that thing you just did, I would have never put that.
Never.
Oh, Dixon was asking about Dixon Cider. We're getting demonetized for sure. Listen, those $12 we were getting for ad revenue for YouTube, like, let's just set them on fire. First of all, there's no way we're getting that shit. So Jerry, but LeBron announced he's in bed with DraftKings. That doesn't scare you. We've done like what, 20 to 40 somewhere in there NBA shows at this point this season. I feel like maybe we've given out one LeBron James bet. I can think of one time I bet on LeBron James on one of these shows. I'm kind of out just because I said earlier, I don't like betting on stars. You pay, you're paying a point or two per line just for the name. I don't really bet on LeBron James that much, to be honest with you. So I feel like I don't really care.
I bet on LeBron's yesterday. This is what my heartbreak was yesterday.
Wait, first of all, Izzy, hi. I haven't said hi to Izzy this show. Second of all, come on. Anyway, continue.
Yesterday I had a round robin by 2. It was 4 legs. The first leg was LeBron James to get a triple-double. And boy, was that looking good. Until it wasn't. He finished with, I think, 9 rebounds, 8 assists, or vice versa. Josh Hart double-doubled. The some bitch triple-doubled, right? Which made me hurt even more.
Cruises, yeah.
It hurt me even more because I could have took triple-double because I thought about it. Didn't. Took the double-double at plus 250, whatever it was. Third leg, Dennis Schroeder to get a double-double, plus 800.
Yep.
He did not look good in the first half, and then he started dishing like crazy. Ended up, boom, cashing that. Now the round robin by 2 hits. I took a long shot. This is probably the second time I've bet Andrew Wiggins double-double in my life. I like the matchup.
Just makes me want to vomit. Go ahead.
I know. But you know what? When you're in this space, I like to take shots on guys, and I like to be like, look what I bet on today, and you didn't fucking think about it. You know what I mean? Like one of those kind of things. And you know what? Andrew Wiggins in the first 4 minutes had 3 rebounds, right? He finished the game with 5. So it was one of those kind of things. So if LeBron would have got that triple-double like he should have, I would have had 3 legs, and it was actually maybe a good thing.
Just like
because I would have been waiting on Andrew Wiggins to get a double-double for the last leg. Anyways, I don't know why I'm ranting about this.
What was I going to say? Oh, speaking of that whole thing, did you know that I bet D'Angelo Russell for I think 23 points and then 25 points the other night, and he played the first 10 minutes of the fourth quarter with 23 points. Do you know how many points he ended with? He started
23?
the fourth quarter with 23 points. Played the first.
I would think 30.
What's that?
I would think like 30.
23, exactly. He didn't score a single point in the fourth quarter, in which he played the first 10 minutes of. He was going to play the whole fourth quarter if it wasn't a blowout. But anyway, I made money on it still. Learn about unit management. If you don't know what a unit is or how to manage a unit, just hit up YouTube. Please do that. I saw a tweet questioning one of the other Discords about about like how being positive in units for the night, um, just with like zero clue and zero understanding of what a unit is or like really how to gamble in general. So like before you even tail anybody, please spend 20 minutes on YouTube, understand what a unit is, understand bankroll management. Like this is me on kind of a bourbon rant a little bit, but please do that before you tail anybody. And then, like, if you don't understand what a unit is, absolutely do not talk shit in Twitter replies because, like, I have zero respect for you and I actually have negative respect for you. That's crazy. Um, but anyway, what were we talking about? Oh, the Bucks and the
N-
Blazers. You're on Dame Lillard
n-
points. Go ahead.
Negative respect.
Yeah.
There's nothing past no respect.
Mm,
You,
I would disagree with you on that.
so if you have no respect for somebody, so if it's negative respect, then it's called disrespect. So you have disrespect for that person. No.
Like if we're going scale of 1 to 10, right? I feel like I start out pretty much everybody with like a 3 respect level. You know what I mean? If I see you tweet about how like it's not possible for you to win 10 units because you're down $40, I immediately that's minus some respect because you can't talk about units and dollars interchangeably like that. Um, unless you correlate them. My unit is X amount of dollars. So if I see that, if I'm starting at a 3 out of a 10 respect level, um, just because, as a human being, I like to actually feel like I'm a decent human being. I feel like I should start at 3 might be a little low. Maybe we'll say I start at a 5 out of 10. That's -2 respect. And JC says I have -4 respect for him. Kind of crazy because we won't get into it. But anyway, continue.
I don't know. What were we talking about? The game?
Yeah, the Bucks and the Blazers. You're on Dame Lillard points. I'm out. So is that it? Can I talk about golf now? This Dame.
Yeah, because I'm just gonna bet that Dame KD and just call it a day. Because there's like fucking 10 different angles you could take, right? I don't give a shit. I'm not stressing myself out. I'm either gonna live
Wild
and die with
four.
Dame or whatever. What?
Nicholas, I feel like this is a very moderate pour if we look at it. Can a unit be absolute or relative? It's technically both if you think about it. A unit should be absolute to your own perspective. A unit is absolutely relative to everyone else's perspective. I'm playing $50 units right now. That is absolute to me. Jerry doesn't know what a unit is, so don't ask him. But
I'll show you my
JD
unit. You keep talking your mouth.
JD uses $10,000 units, so my unit size is that I made that up. First of all, I made that up. Yes, unit size is 1% of your bankroll. That as a general rule, I could do a whole thing. Just YouTube it. Sports gambling, bankroll management, sports gambling, unit size. I have an absolute unit that was great. First of all, Bicky down straight. James is gonna put his Twitter in the Discord, or in the chat. Sorry. Send him a DM on Twitter. I'm gonna send you a T-shirt. That is hilarious. That was hilarious. I have an absolute unit. First of all, that's top 10 to 15 all-time chats on this show, which is saying something. That's hilarious. So
You know what's a fun bet? I forgot I put this in.
sure, go ahead because I have no idea what we're doing.
This is just fun.
Mhm.
4 guys to hit 3 threes in the Cavs Pistons game, right? Throw out all the stats. And I'm just playing at the odds. Donovan Mitchell, Max Strus, Bojan Bogdanovic, and Cade Cunningham to all hit 3 threes in this game is plus 1916.
I wasn't listening, but assume my reaction is exactly the reaction that you wanted.
Fuck you. Continue.
They're both Democrats. I'm out. I have no idea what you're talking about and no idea why you would think either one of us have ever taken a political stance on this show, but you're in.
I make a fucking joke
correct.
about Obama, and you all of a sudden I'm tied to a
see. I
political.
knew we were gonna
I
get there.
fucking
That's
hate
why.
people.
That's why I said the thing that
no.
I said. Continue.
We're gonna
Full
talk
screen.
about
Full screen,
this.
Jerry, please. He doesn't have it ready.
We're gonna talk about. I fucking first of all, I naturally hate people, right? As a natural
Same.
thing, right? I fucking hate politics. I hate people that are overly political. I don't give a flying fuck. First of all, I'm going to live my life no matter what and do what I got to do. I'm going to have to go to work. No politician's going to save my fucking ass from going to work, right? They're not going to hand me fucking $1 million and say, here, enjoy your fucking life. Fuck that. If you fucking are so self-absorbed with politics that it fucking destroys you when you see anything related to someone's opinion about politics online and you say, I don't want to be friends with that person. You're a fucking piece of shit, right? And it's been happening more and more, especially as social media is growing as it is. Everybody's taking a fucking political stance, and they can all go fuck themselves. Honestly, I really hate it. I hate how much fucking people are divided over someone's opinion. You're so fucking hurt over opinion because you're soft. You're fucking so. Everybody's got to be like you. Why? Why does everybody got to be like you? No, go fuck yourself. Oh God, I fucking hate people, man.
Listen, we've had some good moments on this show. That's up there. That's maybe top 3, which has happened. The Obama Clinton talk. Listen, I have tried to tag George W. Bush in tweets to see if he could help with my parlays and things. He doesn't have Twitter. I have tagged George H.W. Bush. And then after I hit tweet with the tag in, I couldn't remember if he died recently or not, so I deleted the tweet. So if you look and if I were to say I've tagged George H.W. Bush in tweets before, and you go to check, you're probably not gonna see it because I deleted it. And
Tagged a dead person.
Well, see, I didn't know. To like right now, if you ask me if George H.W. Bush is alive or dead, I don't think I could answer the question.
You think the father of George Bush, who was an old man, you think he's alive? You thought he was alive, or you just don't know who's the H.W. and who's the George W. George H.W. Bush would be like 100 and something years old right now if he was alive. Am I wrong?
He would be 100 even. He died in 2018. That's why I deleted the tweet. There is still there's a Twitter account though. Like, is there not?
Oh my God. Yeah, there's a lot of. It's called the archive of the president. I think you go fucking find President Lincoln. You think he's alive?
Listen, I had been drinking one night and I just needed some help on a parlay. You know what I mean? So I tried to tag both of the Bushes.
You do these things.
Listen, can I just let me get this thought out? Okay, I tried to tag both of the Bushes, Bill Clinton and President Obama, because I feel like that was 2 and 2. There's nobody that could really talk shit to me. You know what I mean? And I tweeted it, and I was like, "Shit, is President George H.W. Bush, is he dead?" And I deleted it immediately because I'd been drinking and I didn't know. You know what I mean? So that's just where I'm at in life. I don't remember where we were going with the show, but that's what happened. Go continue with your thought.
Well, what the fuck was I gonna say?
No idea. Don't even know what I was gonna say, dude. I can't help you there.
Oh my God, that's bad though. You know, no, this is what I was gonna say. I would say it's every 3 to 5 business days you do something that makes me scratch my head. I'm like, what is wrong? And then you'll take it back. You'll be like, oh, I fucked up. What was I thinking?
Every single day, I do something so incredibly stupid that I wonder how in the hell I have made it this far in life without dying. Not that I've made it this far in life and like have a nice Twitter following or that I get to generally do what I want. I just did that and I'm still alive once a day.
Okay.
Minimum.
Yeah, that's you.
Yeah. Like today, that thing was, had a pour of 124.2 proof bourbon and then come on a live show with you. How did I make it this far, Gerald? Why am I here?
Where is Jerry from? I am from New York City.
Yeah. Used to say he was from New York while he was living in New Jersey. He is living in New York again. So that's good for him, I guess.
I couldn't last out there. It was too quiet.
Yeah. But then you go to New York and New Jersey in a trip. Like you go to New York every day. You're staying in New Jersey. You ask, one of your best friends in the whole world that you've never met before to come hang out with you. 2 or 3 times he says, "Yeah, I'll be there," and then he just doesn't show up. That's what happens.
Yeah, but here's the thing about that, right? I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna get bombed. I'm not gonna go out and then that takes away driving, right? I don't drink and drive because I'm not smart enough.
If you drink and drive, first of all, like die in a hole and like don't talk to me. So go ahead, continue.
I think that people who drink and drive are shitty people because first of all, I know myself, and if I'm drinking, I'm gonna be doing about $120 on the highway. It's not happening. That's why I don't let myself get there. So you're gonna take away my driving out of the equation. Now I lived at the time an hour into Jersey. Now I got to figure out public transportation all the way. Then I got to go meet you somewhere, and then I'm gonna drink. I'm going to break my seal at some point. I'm going to have to piss every 15 minutes, and then I have to find my way back to my destination. It's just really difficult.
Where are you live from? I am from Indiana. I was technically born in Indianapolis. I say I'm from Indianapolis. I live in Indianapolis. I went to high school, literally surrounded by corn in a cornfield, but born in Indianapolis, raised in Indianapolis. I live in Indianapolis now, so I claim it as home. Different from Indiana. You will never hear me say I'm from Indiana. I am from Indianapolis. Anyway, we are 3 minutes over already. I told you
your golf
before the
shit.
show, as much time as we needed for filler for golf, I can do it.
Wait, hold
go
on.
ahead.
Let's do a quick recap because I'm sorry to cut you off. We have
no,
7 minutes left until these games start. Quick recap, right? You want to go first, real quick?
Yeah, I'll go first, and then I actually have some bets that I need to actually put into my sports book that I posted in Discord earlier. And of course, I have to do a dual factor authentication to FanDuel because they just want to be on my nerves. But I'm on Vooch points over 17.5 and 20 plus. That's Nikola Vooch, whatever the hell his last name. He plays for the Chicago Bulls. On Kevin Durant for 25 plus on DraftKings minus 140, and I'm on 30 plus for Kevin Durant plus 190 on points bets. And I am also on Chet Holmgren to score 17 points minus 125. MGM 20 plus 115 on Bet Rivers. If you're super limited there, I'm sorry. Check the other books. I don't know what it is. That's my recap. Continue, please.
All right, I did a 5-leg. I used my profit boost, which is this is not the smartest way to use your profit boost. Anybody would tell you that. I'm not a very
Except for
smart
you.
guy. Anyways, but at least I admit I'm not smart. Anyways, Brandon Miller, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, parlayed. And then on top of that, we're going to add Max Strus, 4 threes, Jalen Green, 4 threes, and Michael Porter Jr. for 4 threes. With the boost, it was plus 24,000.
I just watched 40 viewers live drop out from the show, by the way, with the mention of golf. So that's hilarious. But continue. Sorry about that.
I don't blame them. Fucking. Anyways, so I did that. I did a quick fun bet. This game starts in 5 minutes. I did a 3-3 parlay. Donovan Mitchell, Max Strus, Bojan Bogdanovic, and Cade Cunningham was plus 1916. I think those odds are worth $10. 10 to win 200. I did Dame and KD, probably the most chalkiest parlay that everybody and their mother's probably betting 30-30 parlay is plus 641. I don't give a shit. I want action on it. First baskets, I took Max Strus, Miles Bridges, Kyle Kuzma, Bam Adebayo, and Damian Lillard. Round robin by 3. And then I took an extreme method and went with methods, which is nuts. But I did Max Strus 3. I think that has a good shot. Miles Bridges' dunk is a long shot, but he's been attacking the basket early. Kyle Kuzma had this vision. I'm not going to say it again where I had the vision, but Kyle Kuzma got fouled, and he made a free throw. I don't know. Bam Adebayo is the chalk one here. Should win the tip. Should get the ball first. A little turnaround, little jump shot. Damian Lillard, this is great odds. I mean, I think they win the tip, and they give it right to him. He has a better chance of shooting a 3 or a layup than this. But I took a shot on a mid-range jump shot. So round robin by 2. If we hit 2, we're rich. Oh yeah, I forgot. I also
I was gonna say,
Brandon
please
Miller.
fill more time because I'm trying to input a quarter of a unit into Bet Rivers, and I'm about to pull my hair out. So continue, please.
I took a long shot on Brandon Miller. This is a long shot. I'm just hoping they use him in this role, but he hasn't been a facilitator even without LaMelo Ball in the lineup. I'm hoping they give it a shot. So his rebounds have been there, 7+ rebounds in 4 of the last 7 games. Give me 8 in a good matchup here, and 6 assists, man. This will be a season high for him. I'm asking for a lot, but it's plus 4,000.
Trying to figure out why Chet Holmgren, when I posted it in the Discord, was plus 115 for 20 points, and now I look on Bet Rivers, and he's plus 170. So I'm down, assuming I didn't miss anything. It's kind of weird though.
Can you cash out?
Listen, well, I'm trying to place the bets now because it's a long story, but I didn't really get around to it before the show started. First of all, if you're a sports book and you're watching this, which I'm sure all of them are because me and Jerry are so good at gambling, when I click place bet, I just want the standard number keyboard. I don't need your bullshit in the app, like in all in a row, like it doesn't work. 1, 2, 3, like Stop that. Just give me the standard number keyboard every time. That makes me so mad. Did I recap already?
Yes, you did. You were the first one.
On Holmgren, Durant, and um, Vooch points. So those are my bets. Do you want me to talk about golf for a little bit?
Yeah, if you
Everybody's
want to chat
leaving the
about
show,
it.
so I'm gonna try to make this quick because everybody's gone. We're way over anyway. Pebble Beach, that's the golf course this week. 3 out of the 4 rounds. They play 1 round at Spyglass Hill. What you need to know is Spyglass Hill is longer and harder, a little bit harder. They only play 1 of the 4 rounds there. So Pebble Beach is a shorter course. You're going to see the lowest driving distance on the PGA Tour this season at Pebble Beach this week. You're going to see the closest proximity to the flag out of the rough on Pebble Beach this week. What does that mean? That means that driving distance and driving accuracy off the tee do not matter. They don't matter. Okay. They matter a little bit because I guess it's professional golf, but compared to last week or compared to the average PGA Tour event, they don't matter at all. How far you hit the ball off the tee and how many times you hit the fairway, because everybody's basically playing to the same spot off the tee. And if you're in the rough, it matters a little bit, but it doesn't really matter. So it becomes a second shot contest, and it becomes a putting contest. And how much can you save a par around the green when you do miss those greens? Because actually, by the way, the greens are the smallest on the PGA Tour at Pebble Beach. So what do I like? Tomorrow, 2-ball matchup. I took Eric Cole and Justin Thomas in the 2-way market. Okay, listen, shop your lines. I took these on ESPN Bet. You're going to see 2-way and 3-way market for 2-ball. If you see Eric Cole plus money and then a tie and then whoever else he's playing, that's not what I bet on. I bet on the 2-way market for Eric Cole 2-ball. So a tie will void. If you see tie, you're in the wrong place. On ESPN Bet, I took Eric Cole at -115. I took Justin Thomas -105. I'm also very, very big on Jordan Spieth to win this golf tournament, to get top 20 and top 10. This is a couple days old. Let me scroll up and find the actual bet here. Pause, please. Because Jordan Spieth's main deficit, when he's going pretty good, is he doesn't hit the ball as far off the tee, and he doesn't, hit as many fairways as the big hitters at this course. Again, that doesn't matter. Jordan Spieth has a first place, a second place, and a third place here in the last however many years. So give me Jordan Spieth to win this tournament, and give me Jordan Spieth in a top 20 and a top 10. I've been scrolling for a second here. I haven't found it yet. Looks like yesterday I took Jordan Spieth top 10, including ties on Bet365, new in Indiana. DJanalytics.com/Bet365.
Kyle Kuzma first basket.
Did it already hit?
Yeah, but he shot a 3. That's one leg down.
No and one, no free throw. So we're both wrong. Also kind of right. But anyway, I took Jordan Spieth for top 10, including ties on Bet365 for a quarter unit plus 170. I took Jordan Spieth top 20, including ties, -110 with a 30% boost on Bet365. Jerry's mad.
Miles Bridges missed the first basket. I would have been 2 for 2 to start.
Okay, cool. Where in the shit is my Jordan Spieth outright bet? Holy God Almighty! I'm gonna lose my mind. I bet on Jordan Spieth to win this golf tournament at plus. I found it plus 1,800 on BetMGM, just because I feel like if there's any golf course that sets up for Jordan Spieth to win a golf tournament, it's this one. 4 out of the last 5 rounds, he has had 4 consecutive rounds gaining strokes on the field on the greens. When he won this tournament in the past, he actually lost strokes around the green. You think about Jordan Spieth and why he is, as popular as he is. You think about how creative he is around the green. His ability to hold shots from the bunker, his ability to hold chip-ins, all of that. And he lost strokes to the field when he won this tournament a few years ago. So you're giving me what I say, 19-1, 20-1 for him to win the tournament. I'm on that. Xander Schauffele has been on a run. Again, this becomes a second shot contest and putting contest. This man has been absolutely insane on his second shot. His approach has been terrible on the greens. So give me just a little bit of bump for Xander Schauffele on the greens, and I think he cruises to a top 5 finish here, but he can't win a tournament to save his absolute life. So I'm on him for top 20 and top 10. Chop your lines there still. I bet it yesterday. The real kicker here, Jerry, are you interested in a 90-1 outright golf bet?
Sure.
I hate this guy. I hate watching him play golf. There was actually a GIF created of him.
Can't lay.
They compared the time he spent waggling his golf club to the runtime of Titanic. But you think of a
Can't
golf
lay.
course on the PGA Tour. What's that?
Can't lay.
Wrong. You think of a golf course on the PGA Tour that might fit this man who has won a major in the last 12 calendar months, and you're giving me 90-1 for him to win outright on potentially the best course on the PGA Tour for him to win a golf tournament. Brian Harmon at 90-1 is insane. That's an insane number. He is very good on approach. He's solid on the greens, which is, really whatever. That's the only two things that matter here for all the things that I already mentioned. 90-1 for this major tournament winner to win this tournament is insane. I think he wins the tournament. You run this tournament 60 times. I feel like he runs it, he wins it once or twice minimum. You're giving me 90-1. I'm gonna play the number. Does he win it? Probably not. But the number is too high. And he might win it. Brian Harmon, 90-1. That's all. That's all I have.
All right. I didn't want to interrupt you, but I told you that, Kuzma hit the first basket. Miles Bridges took the first shot of the game and he missed.
Sure.
And then I also had Max Strus. I had three guys. And I said, Max Strus, where they win the tip, they're going to win the tip. Max Strus is going to take the first shot of the game, a three-pointer. He did just that, and he missed.
That sucks for you. Is this show over? Because we're way over, and I'm hungry, and my kid's crying, and we got to go.
Take us home.
Okay. We are presented by Sleeper Picks. Download the app. Use the code DJ Nile Parlay J. GoldBoys $500 deposit match. Sign up for the Discord, goldboys.com. DM the GoldBoys support account on Twitter if you want a discount code. They'll probably give you one. Follow us both on Twitter. For my best friend in the entire world, the Ghost Fish Paranormal Base, Jerry himself. I have been DJ Nila. This has been Smack Talk with Eli and Jerry. We'll see you Friday at 6 o'clock p.m. Be nice to each other. Hug your mom if you can. And I love you. Thanks for watching. Hit the like button on your way out.